Hi guys, welcome to your reading for the week of May 13th through May 19th. What you need to know for this week's pick a card. We have our citrine, our rose quartz, and our clear quartz. I'm going to show you in just a moment. So as you get ready to make your selection, again, you want to take 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then you want to ask Spirit, what is my message for this week? And then you choose accordingly based on your intuition or based on the crystals or what have you. But do take that moment to make your selection. So let's get into it. Uh-oh. We got a good angle. Okay. So number 1 again is the citrine. Number 2 is the rose quartz. And number 3 is the clear quartz. You can choose based on crystals, based on the numbers, based on the timestamp below, or based on your intuition and whatever you're being drawn to. Okay. Hopefully you've made a decision. If not, you can always, of course, pause the video to make your decision. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let me have some water. I feel like this is going to be a good one. I say that in my Facebook group, which if you're not in my Facebook group, Energy and Fairy Dust, I ask that you please join us at Energy and Fairy Dust. I say it all the time. I always say it's a good one this week, y'all, but I do really feel like this is going to be a good one. So let's get into it. Let me move 2 and 3 out of the way. Okay, number 1. I don't know what it is yet. About to see together. Looky. Emotional healing, number 1s. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings in love. That is what Spirit is speaking to you for the week of May 13th through 19th. Let's see here. What is this speaking specifically to group number 1? I'm hearing a couple of words. I'm hearing crown chakra, but you have an emotional card, which is really about matters of the heart. But I'm hearing crown chakra. I'm hearing gentle. So with that being said, because I'm hearing crown chakra, which is, the head or right above the head, sometimes we think we're following our heart, but it's actually just our thoughts. It's actually just our head space. It's just a jibber jabber that's in our head space. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you need to do a crown chakra meditation this week to sort of cleanse the head space so that you can think clearly about these matters of the heart, about your emotions. Because some people say you follow your heart, but you can't follow your heart too much. But why not? Your heart is always going to lead you down. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by a comment. The path of your desires. It's sort of like that God space, the desires that God has placed in you. It's like seated in your heart, like its home is in your heart. But if this is clouded and confused, and you begin to sort of, if you will, be misguided, and you think your heart is speaking, but it is those limited beliefs or those old thoughts, as the card says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain. So it's that old experience that is still at play, and that can cause you to get into relationships that aren't good for you. It could cause you to repeat similar relationships with new people or the same person. And it can also cause you to block new love from entering, as the card says. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. But if you're still operating from this old energy, you can't receive the new. Or you can't hear when it's time to let go of the old. And people misplace what's at fault there. They blame the heart. Oh, you don't need to follow your heart. Yes, you do need to follow your heart. You need to clear your head so that you can hear clearly from your heart. So I invite you, number ones, to do a journaling experience this week with your heart and do a crown chakra meditation to release any blockages that may be here, any thoughts that no longer serve you, any have a full moon coming up at the end of the week, which is about releasing what no longer serves you. So I really, really ask that you seriously partake in doing that experience, doing a full moon ritual. If you would like to book your full moon reading with me, I would love to walk you through what Spirit is speaking for you at this time and give you a suggested full moon ritual for you to do. So let me know if you want to do that. The information is below for you to email me if you would like to do that. That's $33.88. But so this week, what you need to do, this is what Spirit is speaking to you. You need to do that meditation. You can look it up on YouTube. You can just sit and focus on your crown chakra and focus on energy coming in and cleansing that area for you. And then I want you to do a journaling experience with your heart to see what is on your heart, to see what needs to be let go of and what needs to be received. So you can literally write on a piece of paper, heart, I welcome you to write through me now. And you just let the words flow. You don't have to think about what to write because the heart is writing. So you're just putting the pen to the paper or the pencil to the paper, whatever the case may be, and you're just letting the words flow. And see what comes up for you. Because you need this healing so that you can move forward and receive the newness that Spirit is bringing to you. So again, for some of you, it's new love entering in, and could be person, this could be business, but I mean for a lot of you this is relationships, but for others of you this is just love can come in many forms, right? But when we block it, when we put up those subconscious blockages, it's hard for it to enter in. So we really got to take the time to do this emotional healing. So for some of you, there's new stuff trying to come in, but there's no space for it. You haven't created the space for it because that old stuff is still there. Whether the person or situation has moved on or not, you still have the remnants or the is that the proper word? The remains, the energy of the situation is still there, and that's what has to be pushed out. Then for others of you, you're stuck. You're still in situations that is causing you resentment and causing you emotional pain, and you're having a tough time releasing that. And then for others of you, for all of you, there's a lot of thought going on. And just because we think a thought, just because we have a thought does not make it reality. It doesn't make it real. The thought in and of itself is just a thought. But we have to decide if we're going to allow that thought to serve our lives or if we're going to let that thought go. That's the power of meditation. That's what meditation teaches us to do, to release thoughts that do not serve us. So, sorry if you hear noise in the background. My roommate has company over. But 2 assignments for you. Crown chakra meditation, heart journaling. It's just cut and dry for you this week. Do those 2 things. Put it in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to commit to doing those 2 things. After you do those 2 things, let me know the results. Let me know what new level of awareness you have now. Let me know what you've discovered about yourself. So subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, like the video, leave the comment, and let me know your experience. Let me pull 1 tarot for you. Move forward. All right, fairies. Is there any additional messages for number one? Number one this week. Hmm. We got the King of Cups. King of Cups. I mean, the King of Cups is so the cups traditionally in the tarot is about emotions. It's about your emotional level of consciousness. You have the King of Cups. So this ain't no play energy that is at play for you this week. The King of Cups has taken the time to go through this emotional healing, to arrive at a sound mind so that they can then follow the truth of their heart. So this King of Cups processes information to bring about healing in his life. He doesn't make rash decisions. He figures out, doesn't he look as though he's figuring out what he needs to release, what he needs to let go so that he can move forward? He processes information and releases what needs to be released in terms of emotions so that he can live his best life. And that is exactly what is being asked of you at this time, to embrace this King of Cups energy so that you can get your emotions in order so that it can become a domino effect in your life. So, take it for what you may. Pick up what resonates, leave what doesn't. Um, and I just, I really hope that you do those two assignments. It's really going to serve you this week. And again, if you would like to book the full moon reading to aid you further along in that process, please do let me know. Okay, number ones? Thank you. Okay, number twos. All right. You got the rose quartz. You got two oracles that fell out for you. You got admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Then you also got travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Sorry if you hear noise. My roommate has company. So, um, let's see. What is the speaking to number twos this week? An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. With the admit your true feelings to yourself. I almost feel like these cards are polar opposite for you in terms of emotion. Because you can even see here, you see this fairy is sort of contemplative. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to process some sort of information. She may even be a bit sad because she's struggling with being honest with herself. Then here, this fairy is lighting up the city. She's smiling. She has a glow. So there's a journey here. These cards connect. There's a bridge that connects these two. And the bridge that connects these two cards is truth and honesty. This says be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So for you number twos, where are you not being honest? Where is it in your work? Is work no longer serving you? Is it in your relationship? Is it in your attitude, just your overall general attitude? How do you show up in the world? And are you unhappy with that at this point? Is there some changes that you would like to make? Would you like to better yourself in a way that serves you and serves other people? Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. I'm hearing the word integrity and Faith and trust. So for some of you, there's some things that you want to shift. You want to change. You want to follow this bridge between these two cars, but there's a lack of faith and trust. You don't quite know how to get to the other side. The bridge seems a little bit rocky. You've been comfortable in your discomfort, so to speak, for so long. For a lot of you been in this position, or just the moment before this position for a very long time. So sometimes it's hard to change, although we may want to. Although we may desire to, we don't have the belief that it'll actually happen for us. That if we take this bridge, it will bring us to the destination that we desire. Rome was not built in a day. You cannot eat an elephant without taking the first bite. And when I say elephant, it's a metaphor for life. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to figure it all out at step one. You do step one to show the universe that you're ready to be met with step two and step three and step four and step five, with different insight, different inspired action, different aha moments. So once you get that clear desire in your mind, it's not about knowing A to Z with how to make it happen, but just saying, I'm willing to receive information as I move forward, as I travel forward, as I progress forward. I'm willing to take that chance. So you need to call on the angel of trust and the angel of faith this week. Seriously, like every single day. Call on the angel of trust, call on the angel of faith as you receive new insights every day about how to take this journey, how to bridge this gap, so that you can experience more positivity, more life-changing events and experiences that is in your vortex, that is coming up for you. When you call on the angel of trust and you call on the angel of faith, you have to speak it aloud. You can't don't just sit and think it through, because we think so many thoughts. And a lot of, if we were manifesting every single thought on a daily, we probably would be more screwed up than we believe we are. And so because of that, you want to speak out the things that you actually want. So when you're speaking to the angel of trust and the angel of faith, call on their names loudly. Angel of trust, I call on you today. Help me through X, Y, and Z. Angel of faith, I call on you today. Give me the faith to move through X, Y, and Z. Angel of faith, I call on you to keep me faithful as I receive and take the inspired action, whatever the case may be for you. And okay, so I'm also hearing grounding. We're doing a chakra, whatever you want to call it, series in my group, Energy and Fairy Dust. If you're not a part of the group, please join us, Energy and Fairy Dust on Facebook, the and symbol. So energy, the word energy, the symbol and, the word fairy, the word dust. So we're doing that. We just finished the root chakra. And it's about grounding, because it's about our basic survival needs and our basic safety needs, like at the bottom, at the root. And you get to the root by grounding your energy on the ground, in the trees, out in nature. And I'm feeling like some of you need to do that. You need to, as this fairy is doing, as she's figuring out what her desires are, as she's figuring out how to be more honest in her life, she's grounding. She's in nature. She's literally in the grass, going through this process. And I feel like a lot of you need to mimic that this week. Get out in nature, sit in grass, take a walk in the park, and really get to the truth of the matters of your heart, so that you can bridge that gap to whatever this life-changing experience that you're trying to bring about at this time. When I say ground and connect with the angel of trust and connect with the angel of faith, those are very simple tools, but powerful if you really apply them to your life with the intention of bringing about whatever change you're seeking to bring about at this time. So I really encourage you guys to do that, number twos. I hope this resonated with you. I don't think you need a tarot. I think this was pretty cut and dry for you this week. Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you do the experiences. What are your thoughts? What are your experiences? Put it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please like the video. Share the video if it's on your heart to share. And thank you for tuning in. Okay, number threes. Let's see. We have the clear quartz. You got winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So some of you need to really utilize the tool of affirmations. I cannot repeat it enough. Affirmations are powerful. They're life-changing. They're energy-shifting. And when you shift your energy to what you desire, you match it with the universe. The universe can bring it to you more rapidly when your energy is in alignment and when it matches what you want. So let's see here. What is this speaking for? Number threes. As to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Winter is a time of it's a time of completion, but it's also a time of storage. So it's also a time, although summer and spring is considered the warmer seasons, winter is cozy and warm in the sense that you go inside and you experience the warmth of being inside, right? You light the fireplace, the family is gathered around, you drink the hot cocoa or the tea or the coffee or whatever. You eat comforting foods typically during the winter time. So some of you, right now I feel very strongly that some of you, your heart is like ice. Some of you, you're very cold right now. You have a cold outlook on the world. Maybe some things have not gone your way. And it's literally like a fire needs to be lit inside of you, like to sort of awaken your heart space again, and to sort of melt away that frozen ice, and so that it can actually pump again. For some reason, throughout the entire readings 1, 2, and 3, all of them have been connected in some way to the heart. And that's because collectively, a lot of times we're all in similar spaces. That's why some people feel like these readings can be somewhat general. But on a collective level, sometimes, like most of the time, we're all, especially when it's like a community of people. So like all of my subscribers, as they grow, collectively still, we'll probably all be in the same space energetically to some degree. It's not going to be like we're super far off from each other, right? So that sort of brings a community feel to what we're doing. I just had a conversation with somebody yesterday about readings and tarot and oracle, and he was saying how he's skeptical, it's general a lot of times, and I was telling him, well, a reading can be general, but you have to be emotionally and spiritually responsible for yourself, which means that I don't know how many people chose number 3, right? A lot of people, actually in my group, I know a lot of people chose number 3. So for group members, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. So a lot of people chose number 3. And then people who may watch this video from YouTube, if you have chosen number 3, then, I mean, I don't know, it's X amount of you who've chosen number 3. But it could mean different things to you, but you may say, oh, it's winter and I need to store and I need to blah blah blah. Oh, that's so general. But it's when you can take it and say, I have been cold in this department. I have been cold in this way. I do show up as a cold person here in this department of my life. That is what would be different for everybody. Where is this coldness showing up in your personal life? And you have to be in an emotional and spiritual responsible space to be able to identify that for yourself. And then emotional and spiritual space of responsibility to actually take the action to work through whatever that is. That's what makes the reading specific to you when you're doing these quote unquote general readings, if you will, right? So I said all that to say, I don't know why I said all that, but I guess Spirit had me say that. But anyway, so take it for what it is. You have to find a way to reignite the fire again. Right now, you're in a season, number threes, of recalling the original you. I'm trying to be careful with my words. I'm trying to receive it properly so and then interpret it to you. Like I can see it in my mind, but I'm trying to get it out as clear as possible. You're recalling the original you. So everything that you have stored up about your destiny and who you are and who you want to be, it's like it's been in a box and the box has been frozen. And you are slowly melting away that ice to give those things life again. But we all have free will. You can choose to do that intentionally, or you can ignore it again and say, oh, that's general, and okay, I'll be back next week. But if you want to shift your life and you want to experience abundance and you want to experience answered prayers and answered affirmations, you have to melt away the ice. The ice serves as a great protector. Those are my neighbors, if you can hear that. It serves as a protector, if you will. So sometimes we need protection for certain periods in our lives, especially when we're not spiritually and emotionally responsible. And then we sort of just let anything in. So that ice serves as a protector to not be deeply affected by those things. But if you want to, you can't then block everything from coming in, because then you end up blocking what you want. So then you have to be responsible spiritually and emotionally to begin to melt away the ice, melt away the blockage, to reopen, rejuvenate the desires that are inside, to recall the desires that are inside. That is exactly where you are right now. And that is exactly what you need to do. So you do that with intention. You do that with calling on spirit to help you do that. You do that with committing to doing heart chakra meditations for 7 days or 10 days or 30 days or twice a week or every night or every morning or whatever the case may be. You do what fits and what resonates and what makes sense to you. You do that by doing full moon and new moon rituals to open up the matters of your heart again. By figuring out, okay, I know this does not serve me anymore. And instead of blocking myself from receiving everything else, I'm just going to eradicate this and still be open. The full moon is coming up this weekend, depending on when you're watching the video, but it's coming up at the end of the week. And so I am doing full moon reading. So if you would like for me to do your full moon reading for you and to give you a suggested full moon ritual, my email is below. Email me if you would like to book it. It's $33.88, and it'll be a 30 to 45 minute video reading emailed to you. I would love to do that for you, to help you to release these things, this whatever this is, to sort so that you can start to unravel and unfreeze and thaw out. Okay, because that's what you need to do, number threes. This is one card for this general reading, and I feel like a lot has come up out of this one card for you guys. I'm gonna pull a tarot. Guys, is there any addition? Can we get one additional message? One additional card for number threes for the week of May 13th through May 19th. There might not be any other messages. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that power, the Chariot. But also look at that blue. Look how she's transformed that ice into power, though. Come on now. And then look at the, I don't know what these are. Birds. I don't know what it is. But look at the blue and the red. It's like fire and ice. So again, as I was saying, how the ice can protect you, you have to know when that is useful and when it is no longer useful. You have to understand that balance for your life. And you have to take charge. You have to be spiritually and emotionally responsible for where you are and where you want to go. You have to take charge as this chariot, this powerful energy is doing. She's balancing that hot and cold. And she's moving forward and thriving through it. If it's a winter season, she's still thriving through it. She's still pressing forward. Okay? So that is the energy that is around you and calling you. It's like it wants to connect with you and meet you. Will you open yourself up to it this week? You should. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how the experience goes for you this week. Please leave a comment and let me know down below. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends about the channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you would like to book a reading, please, please, please send me an email. So that's all I have for you, number threes. Thank everybody who's tuning in, who's subscribing, who's watching. I really greatly appreciate it. And let's just continue the spiritual journey together every day, every week. You are in my thoughts and in my prayers. I send you all love and light. Have a great week.